A massive search and rescue effort is underway to locate Police Constable Bernard Ical, who has been reported missing in the dense wilderness of the Columbia Forest Reserve. On Tuesday, the officer, a member of the Special Patrol Unit, set out to Machakila to conduct foot patrol. He hasn't been seen or heard from since.
This morning, we deployed a team of SPU officers to the area, and BDF also deployed a team of BDF to the area, and they are currently in search of PC Ical. We're hoping that it is just a matter of him losing his bearings and that he will be found okay. It is an extremely long walk from where they would normally do the drop-off to get to the outpost, and it is in rough terrain, so it will require a number of hours of walking and searching.
The Columbia Forest Reserve is both rugged and remote and is a 4-hour hike from San Jose Village. On Thursday morning around 8 o'clock, the patrol commander reported that PC Ical did not make it to that rendezvous point. Commissioner of Police Chester Williams was made aware of the development 6 hours later.
I also received that unfortunate information yesterday around 2 p.m. And since then I have been in constant dialogue with the commander of the Belize Defence Force. As you would know, that is a BDF outpost and a patrol that falls within the scope of the BDF responsibility. I have dialogue with the wife of PC Ical this morning and have assured her that we will do all we can with a view to find and return her husband home alive.
According to Compol Williams, the patrol had been recalled from the area when Tropical Storm Nana's landfall in southern Belize became imminent.
Well, he was at the outpost with the BDF soldiers on Wednesday, and you would know that we were in preparation for Hurricane Nana, and so one of the instructions that was given was that the outpost that they were at was to be vacated, and the officers, or the soldiers and the officer, were to be brought to safer grounds. And according to the BDF officers who were with him on that patrol, is that after they had packed their belongings and were prepared to leave, that was when they noticed that he was missing. During the whole time they were packing, he was with them, according to them, and he assisted them in packing. And as they were prepared to leave, he was nowhere to be found. So we're looking at it. The BDF officers or the BDF soldiers who are a part of the patrol have been interviewed. Some of them are still being interviewed at this time by the police with a view to ascertain exactly what happened and to be able to give us a more or less location as to where to concentrate our search.
Claudia Ical reported that her husband left home in San Roman Village, Stann Creek District on Monday afternoon, sometime around 2 o'clock, en route to Fairweather Camp in Punta Gorda. Her last communication with him was on Tuesday at 4 a.m. when he informed her that he was headed to Machakila on foot patrol.
I am hoping that by the end of the day today we'll get some answers. And that is all I'll say about that matter for now.
Reporting for News 5, I am Isani Cayetano.
It was like a scene out of an adventure movie. Onlookers, mostly from the police department, few family members, and the press equipped with cameras ready to document the moment, waited patiently for the helicopter to land at the police training academy in Belmopan. Except that when it touched down, it wasn't an action figure who disembarked. It was the Commissioner of Police, Chester Williams, and Police Constable Bernard Ical, the cop who went missing in the jungles of Belize for 6 days. It seemed like a theatrical conclusion to the ordeal that Ical went through. But when his daughter ran to meet him and he hugged her, for the Icals, that moment was anything but staged. PC Bernard Ical embraced his family, grateful and happy to be reunited. It's the first time they're seeing him since he left home on Monday, August 31st for work. And the last time his wife spoke to him was on Tuesday of last week when he left to go on foot patrol to Machakilha. PC Bernard Ical was reported missing 6 days in the jungle of southern Belize. A massive search on land, and on Monday, an air search was launched. A helicopter with Commissioner of Police and the Minister of National Security on board hovered over the general area where PC Ical was believed to have been. By that afternoon, he turned up at the Machakilha observation post.
When I heard the helicopter, I knew he was going to one direction, to Machakilha. So I said, if I don't go this direction, I'm going to the wrong direction. So the best way is to head to that place where the chopper takes off, and maybe I can find my way.
When you saw the observation post, what was that moment like for you?
I feel grateful and thankful to God that I made it back to the OP.
PC Bernard Ical was lost for 6 days in dense jungles. But just how did that happen? He told the press today that he lost track of the patrol, meaning the BDF soldiers. He said that he walked from 7 in the morning to 5 in the evening and rested during the nights. Here's how he explains his time in the jungles.
From my view, I was following the patrol, and I lose conscious of the patrol, and then from there I must take the wrong track, and from there I disappear and got lost.
How did you explain to us what you did when you realized that you weren't anywhere near the direction that you needed to go?
What I did was to try backtrack and try to find the wrong track, but I couldn't make it, and the patrol has already departed. The weather in the jungle is no joke to say, but it was rough. Wind, rain, everything.
Where did you take shelter?
My shelter, sometimes I took it in the jungle and in the cave.
He cites his positive mindset and jungle training as factors that helped to keep him alive.
What helped me out there is being in the jungle, get used to the bush life, what I learned from my bush life, going through the SPO career.
Was there any point that you thought you would find yourself or your way back to the force?
At times, yes, but I cannot stay on one place and wait for help. If I don't try to help myself, I will never get help.
What was going through your mind throughout this journey?
Lots of things.
Care to share some of those things?
I worry about my family, I worry if the people around me are worried, I worry what will happen when I reach out and everything.
Talk to us about the planning that went into deciding how to do Russia.
Well, the ration, I cannot say much about the ration. It's just like a survival for me. But during the 6 days, I survived. For myself, I only have noodles and sausage. With that, I survived.
During the entire 5 days of world.
Yeah, I kept hope and strong-minded.
And according to Commissioner of Police Chester Williams, he was the one who helped to guide the chopper in a direction that would help to bring PC Ical back to his base.
I told the pilot to hover over the Garcia Farm area because we believe that if it is that he was lost, it could only be between Machakilha and Garcia Farm because that is the area that has many different picados that you can easily lose your bearing. And so we did that hovering over Garcia Farm for about 20 minutes yesterday, hoping that PC Ical would be able to see the chopper and that would be able to give him the ability to catch back his bearing and make his way out of the jungle. And thankfully, from what I have been briefed by PC Ical, that hovering was what helped him yesterday to have been able to regain his bearing and made his way back to the Machakilha camp.
Reporting for News 5, I'm Andrea Polanco.